What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We have our third update on the Thunderbird NASCAR. This might be the final update before we get this thing completed, and it's looking really cool. So we actually got the entire chassis and interior done, and this thing took a good minute. So last video we saw the engine bay and stuff and the underbelly. We still have to put our exhaust on there, but we're doing that after until we get the body on there. But let's go ahead and show you the interior. Interior took quite a bit. I got it all wired and plumbed and all that good stuff, and it's just looking, it looks really good. So we got our bunch of oil lines and stuff going from the oil box back here. That is actually custom made. I actually scratched about that because this car is supposed to have that box back there, but instead it actually had one in the trunk, which this car is not supposed to have the trunk one. But we scratch bolted that one back there behind the seat. All that good stuff, and then yeah, so it looks really good. Control box is right there. We saw that in the last video, and of course we got our fire signature all set. The seat belt harness and the seat is in there, and that was fun. That took a bit of time, but it's totally worth it. I actually went ahead and did the blue seat belts. I was gonna do the black ones initially, but I figured do the blue ones because it kind of matches the blue on the car, and it looks pretty cool, and it actually stands out more too. So that looks good. Of course, we have these. So these hoses are custom made, or actually I made them myself. It's actually shrink tube and actual like small wire for the brake cooling and the oil cooling, whatever heck they go to. But those look good, and they're gonna line up to the window, the quarter window. I still have to make, or I do have one made. I have to line it up for the window that is on the side over here for the driver, because the driver gets a little hose to cool him down. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna get that lined up once we get the body on there and stuff. But we got the steering wheel up there, and the steering wheel's disconnected and stuff, of course. And yeah, so that looks really cool. And also another thing I discovered is possibly I just kind of screwed up. That thing was not a oil thing. That's actually a water jug for the driver, because back in the day they actually had water jugs in there. So we actually got some clear hose. You can kind of see right there, kind of dinkled up, and we got it up to driver's seat right there. But obviously it connects to the hood, to the helmet and stuff. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Because nowadays they just use water bottles because they have a little pouch right over here now on the newer cars, so they don't really need that water jug anymore. And the final thing is the gas tank. We got this kind of wired as well. We still gotta do some work back here because we can't really finish this until we get the body on there, because we have to attach the hose for the filler and also the breathing hose, which is actually going to be clear before it goes to the trunk, because well, that's how they loaded the gas up faster. Nowadays it's all built into the actual gas container. There we go. What a tongue twister that is. And but back in the old days, they had two people working the gas, but one guy putting the gas and one guy doing the breather, so the gas goes in much faster. But other than that, that's pretty much about it for that. So you're not really going to see much interior. I mean, you will, but other than that, it's that. The body, we got the body all polished up. We finally got it all polished. Look at that shine. It's looking really good. So like I said, I do want to make this car look like it just got off the track. So we're going to actually put a little bit of rubber build up on the front of the car. I'm not going to make it beat up at all, because I want this car to look like he's actually had a nice race. So not many scratches on it, just some tire build up from the other cars. We got our photo edge grills on there. That looks really good. I might actually bend those a little bit, because these NASCARs, they actually they push and shove each other. They're actually bumping each other, giving a boost or whatever, and they usually bend these grills up. So I might bend them up a little bit, like he actually gave someone a little boost. And look at that, there's the shine. So I did a how-to video, but I actually got polish on my camera lens, and the video turned out like absolute garbage. So I'm not gonna post a video like that, but in the future I will try and redo that polishing video on how to do polishing on decals, but I can't post that one because I got polish on the on the camera lens from my Dremel tool. But whatever. Here's the hood. look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Just really nice. So that looks good. And of course we have our trunk right here with the Cummins. Really nice, super shine. And one last thing I want to show you is the tires. So I scuffed up these tires, the Goodyear lettering and stuff, all bubbled off because I want to look like, obviously look like he ran the race and stuff, just got done, and he's kind of scraping against some things, like just the tires. So the Goodyear lettering is kind of scraped off, so that looks really good. So how to do that effect method is, of course, use the decals. This is actually power sided decals for the Goodyear. Put them on there, you matte clear the whole tire, and you know, so the decals are filled in. And then what I did, I just used 600 grit sandpaper and just kind of rubbed it, and it gave it that scuff look. It actually looks really, really cool. And like how this one is like smeared, this looks actually really realistic. And so that looks really cool. And also we got some silver in where the lug nuts usually go, because you know the lug nuts, they take the paint off of the wheel, so we used the actual aluminum look. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much about it so far. Like I said, next time you're gonna see this, hopefully it'll be the final. Hoping by next week we'll have it done, and it'll be ready for N.Y.S the following weekend. So we're pushing it. We really are pushing this limit to this build, but we'll definitely get it done before N.Y.S because it's really just downhill. Really, this update videos has basically stopped me from putting the body on and finish it right now. So we're gonna get this video out and get this recorded, and yeah, so until my next video, we'll catch you next time. Take it easy, guys.